Ever wondered why you can eat healthy your whole life and still get blindsided by a kidney problem at your yearly checkup? Here's the hidden truth almost nobody tells you. Your kidneys can lose function slowly, quietly, for years, with almost no symptoms, before you ever feel a thing. By the time most people notice fatigue, swelling in the ankles, or changes in how often they use the bathroom, a meaningful amount of kidney function may already be gone. I'm Dr. Hillman, and as a doctor who has spent years working with patients over 60, I've seen this exact story play out again and again. The good news? Your kidneys are incredibly resilient organs, and simple changes to what you eat, starting today, can help protect them for years to come. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 everyday superfoods that support healthy kidney function, why each one works, and exactly how to start eating them. This isn't about a strict diet or giving up everything you love. It's about small, smart swaps that add up. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments where you're watching from and how old you are. And if you already know someone in your life dealing with kidney concerns, go ahead and comment their name so I know who to keep in mind while we go through this. One more thing I need to say clearly right up front. If you already have diagnosed kidney disease, please talk to your doctor or a renal dietitian before making changes to your diet. Some foods that are wonderful for healthy kidneys, like certain high-potassium foods, need to be managed differently if your kidneys are already struggling. This video is about prevention and general support, not a replacement for personalized medical care. Your kidneys are 2 fist-sized organs, but don't let the size fool you. They are working around the clock. Every single day, they filter your entire blood supply many times over, removing waste, balancing minerals, controlling blood pressure, and keeping your fluid levels steady. Here's what most people don't realize. The biggest everyday threats to your kidneys aren't exotic. They're ordinary things: too much sodium, too much sugar, dehydration, and inflammation, quietly working against your kidneys, meal after meal, year after year. The flip side is just as powerful. The right foods can ease that daily workload, reduce inflammation, help control blood pressure, and give your kidneys the support they need to keep doing their job well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. That's what we're focusing on today, not fear, but action. 1. Red bell peppers. Ever wonder why doctors love red bell peppers for kidney health? It comes down to what they don't have as much as what they do. Red bell peppers are naturally low in potassium, which makes them a great choice for most people watching their kidney health, while still being packed with vitamin C and antioxidants that help fight inflammation. I think of a patient I'll call Carol, 64, who came to me worried after her sister was diagnosed with kidney disease. Carol wasn't sick, but she was scared, and she wanted to be proactive. We talked through simple additions to her diet, and red bell peppers, sliced raw with hummus or roasted alongside dinner, became one of her go-to snacks. It's a small thing, but small things done consistently are what protect you long-term. How to use it. Slice raw peppers for snacking, add them to omelets, or roast them as a side dish a few times a week. 2. Cabbage. Here's the shocking part. Cabbage is one of the most kidney-friendly vegetables out there, and it's cheap, easy to find, and easy to prepare. It's naturally low in potassium and sodium, high in fiber, and full of vitamin K and vitamin C. Most seniors don't know this, but cabbage is also great for gut health, and a healthy gut plays a real role in reducing inflammation throughout your whole body, including your kidneys. How to use it. Try a simple coleslaw with olive oil and vinegar instead of heavy mayonnaise-based dressing, or add shredded cabbage to soups and stir-fries. 3. Blueberries. Do you know what happens when you add a handful of blueberries to your breakfast? You're giving your body one of the most concentrated sources of antioxidants found in nature. These antioxidants help protect your cells, including the delicate filtering units inside your kidneys, from everyday oxidative stress. I remember a patient, Harold, 71, a retired carpenter, who told me he didn't really do fruit. We worked together to add a small handful of blueberries to his oatmeal a few mornings a week. Nothing dramatic, just consistent. He told me later it was one of the easiest changes he'd ever made because it didn't feel like a sacrifice at all. How to use it. A half cup with breakfast, blended into a smoothie, or eaten plain as a snack. 4. Garlic. Ever wonder why garlic shows up in almost every heart-healthy and kidney-healthy diet? Garlic is a fantastic way to add deep flavor to food without reaching for the salt shaker. And excess sodium is one of the biggest daily stressors on your kidneys, since it makes them work harder to balance fluid and blood pressure. Garlic also has natural anti-inflammatory properties, which support your whole cardiovascular system, and healthy blood vessels mean healthy blood flow to your kidneys. How to use it. Sauté fresh garlic into vegetables, meats, or soups. Even garlic powder works in a pinch if fresh isn't convenient. 5. Olive oil. Here's something most seniors don't know. The type of fat you eat matters just as much as how much. Olive oil is rich in healthy monounsaturated fats and has anti-inflammatory properties that support your heart. And remember, heart health and kidney health are deeply connected, because your kidneys depend on strong, healthy blood flow to function properly. I think of a patient, Margaret, 68, who swapped her butter and margarine for olive oil in most of her cooking. It was one small swap, but paired with a few other changes, she felt it was one of the most sustainable shifts she made, because it didn't change how her food tasted, just how it was made. How to use it. Use it for cooking, drizzle it over vegetables, or mix it into a simple salad dressing. 6. Cauliflower. Ever wonder why cauliflower keeps showing up on kidney-friendly food lists? It's a great source of fiber, vitamin C, and folate, and it's naturally low in potassium, which makes it a versatile, gentle on the kidneys alternative to some starchier vegetables. It's also incredibly flexible in the kitchen, which matters because the foods that protect you long-term are the ones you'll actually keep eating. How to use it. Roast it with herbs and olive oil, mash it as a lighter alternative to mashed potatoes, or add it to soups. 7. Fatty fish, like salmon. Here's the shocking part about fatty fish. It's one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which have been linked to reduced inflammation and support for healthy blood pressure, both of which directly protect kidney function over time. Fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are also excellent sources of high-quality protein. And that matters because the type and amount of protein you eat plays a real role in kidney workload, which is exactly why, if you already have kidney disease, your doctor may recommend a specific approach to protein that's different from general advice. How to use it. Aim for a couple of servings a week, baked or grilled with simple seasoning like lemon, garlic, and herbs. If any of these 7 surprised you, type "surprised" in the comments. And if you're already eating a few of them, let me know which ones by commenting them below. Now, I want to be honest with you about something. You don't need to eat all 7 of these foods every single day. That's not realistic, and frankly, chasing perfection is one of the biggest reasons people give up on healthy changes altogether. What matters is consistency over time. Your kidneys don't need a perfect day. They need a pattern, a general direction, that supports them more days than not. Here's a simple way to start. Pick just one swap this week. Maybe it's using olive oil instead of butter. Maybe it's adding blueberries to your breakfast instead of skipping fruit altogether. Maybe it's simply cooking with garlic instead of reaching for extra salt. One small swap, repeated consistently, is worth more than a perfect diet you can't stick to. Most people will watch a video like this, nod along, and change absolutely nothing. But you've made it this far, which tells me something about you. You're someone who actually wants to take care of yourself and take care of the years ahead. So here's what I want you to do. Comment "Day 1" if you're going to make one of these changes starting today. And tell me which one of these 7 foods you're going to add first. If this video helped you, please hit subscribe, give it a like, and share it with someone over 60 who could use this information. Your parent, your neighbor, a friend who's been ignoring their checkups. It might be exactly the nudge they need. And if you want to keep building on this, in my next video, I'll walk you through the everyday habits, beyond food, that quietly protect your kidneys, including one simple hydration mistake almost every senior makes without realizing it. I'll see you there.